fresh off the G5 jet. I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
All right, welcome back. eSIM Studios podcast, special live stream edition. So I may or may not come back. We'll see how things go. I'm going to check out. I've been super busy this morning. In contact with Nothing, with CMF, among other things. But we'll see if we're going to do this may be episode 142 at the end of the day. We'll see if I'm going to do another live stream later today. But gotta hit y'all with a special edition, a special CMF edition. So if you're unaware, if you're a frequent viewer of this eSIM Studios YouTube channel, probably not unaware, right? We've been talking about this forever. I'm a strong supporter and believer of Nothing, of CMF, and we've been anticipating this launch, this release of these new CMF products. I do have relatively new viewers to the channel. Wow, we got a lot of viewers today. I might need to live stream a little earlier than normal. I think the midday is where it's at. But check this out. So CMF, who's CMF? CMF is a sub-brand, a brand of Nothing. Nothing is owned and operated, started by Carl Pei. Who's Carl Pei? Carl Pei started the OnePlus brand, a popular Android brand of devices, right? Carl Pei left OnePlus when Oppo purchased them and started Nothing. Nothing is a tech company, right? They make phones, they make earbuds, they make technology products, right? So, and it's interesting that Nothing started and created CMF. Now, Nothing is known for putting together really good devices. I love these phones at not so expensive prices. So when they started CMF, kind of took everybody by surprise because they were already making decent, really, really good products at an inexpensive price, as I mentioned. But CMF promised even cheaper prices. So that got everybody excited because using these Nothing phones, they are phenomenal. And CMF is, now this is their first. Now, okay, so let me back up. They've released earbuds. They've released a watch. This is their first launch of a phone, right? And had everybody excited because of the phenomenal devices Nothing makes as far as phone-wise. I do run on Android, and they basically use Android at its maximum. They have highly optimized operating system. Very, very quick, very fast, buttery smooth operating system. Not any bloatware whatsoever. So we were very excited to get this CMF phone launched this morning. So I initially found out that the launch was going to be at 4 a.m. And at first I was like, God dang, I'm not going to be able to stay awake for that. But guess what? I stayed awake for it. I went to bed this morning at about 6 a.m. A little later than usual, but it is what it is, right? Special occasions, special events. So running on little sleep, but it is what it is. I think this next week I'm going to be running on little sleep because now we have Samsung coming out. When we'll get into that later on Wednesday, right? But CMF phone 1, very, very highly anticipated. So before we get into the specs and talk about these products, I have confirmed that I'm getting sent the phone 1 and the new Buds Pro 2 and the new Watch Pro 2. So initially last year they sent us the CMF Watch. They also sent us the CMF Buds. Now you will see a review of the of the original watch, CMF watch, on this channel. And I'm kind of glad they didn't hold it against me because in the middle of testing the Buds, the original Buds last year, my dumbass lost them. And I tore my house up looking for these things because I was like, oh my God, they are going to kill me. They sent these to review. I couldn't find them. I I had one bud, but the other bud and the case gone. So thank God they didn't hold it against me, and they're sending me all new products. So thank you, CMF. Give me 1 second. CMF and Nothing have been very good to us here. They're actually, I think, the first company that sent us anything. Now I'm not just kissing their ass because they're sending me stuff. These are badass products. Y'all know I've used the Nothing Phone 2 as my daily driver for a long time. And they stuck with me because when they initially released this phone, I didn't hate it, but I did not like it. It was not good. And they've improved it so freaking much over this last year. Every single monthly update, it gets better and better and better and better. In fact, I'm in the middle of doing a review of this Nothing Phone 2. Since they're not coming out with the Phone 3 this year, I'm putting out a video. Is this still worth buying in 2024? Since they're not coming out with the Phone 3, I think you will be able to guess my answer to that question. It's hell yeah, it's still worth it. And then this Phone 2. This Phone 2A. But use this for as their mid-range phone. Use this as my daily driver for essentially a month. I'm still using it as my second phone. So I actually have my Google Fi service in here and use it, take it around everywhere I go. This comes with me. Badass phone. So very excited for the CMF launch, right? So big shout out to CMF. Thank you very much. So let's get into this. I just uploaded some pictures. Sorry for being late. That's what I was doing. I was like, where are my photos? Where are my photos? Oh crap, I didn't upload them. Okay. So these are not organized, so bear with me and we will get through this. So launching the phone, the watch, and the Buds 2 Pro. Watch 2 Pro. Anyways, Watch Pro 2, whatever it is. It's the second generation watch, second generation Buds Pro. So let's just, you know what? Since I'm not that organized, let me just go down my gallery and we'll discuss as we go. So here's the CMF Phone 1. You get it? Now here's the deal. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So the Phone 1. Now, there's different storage variants depending on where you live. So here in the United States, good news, it's for sale legit in the USA. So it's not at least I don't know about the rest of the part of the world, but at least here in the United States, you can purchase it outright from cmf.tech. I'm going to put a link in the description where you can buy it. Guys and girls, this is a $199 phone. Let me repeat that. I'm almost stumbling over my words because it's almost hard to spit out. $199. This is almost too good to pass up. Now, of course, I don't have it in studio yet, haven't tested it yet, but I can almost guarantee you this is going to be buttery smooth. This is not a typical, this is not your typical budget phone. This is not like a OnePlus Nord N300 or whatever the hell you get from T-Mobile, whatever phone they give away for free. No, this is a gazillion times better experience. I can almost promise you is going to be second to none. This is going to be the very best budget phone you can buy, hands down. And I'm also saying that for the Nothing Phone 2A. As a mid-range phone, $349 for the Nothing Phone 2A. The very best mid-range phone you can buy. Back to this CMF Phone 1. So you can buy them in 3 different variants. You can buy it in the mint green. 4 variants. But you can also change the back out. So initially you can buy it in mint green, navy blue. You can buy it in the orange and the black. I think the one they're sending me, at least the one, what it looks like, they sent me a picture of, is the mint green one. However, you can change the back. Now, not only can you change, so like if I get them, when I get the mint green one, I can purchase, or you can purchase, a kit, right? So this kit will in-house if you want the orange flavor, orange color, you can buy the orange kit. That kit not only changes the back plate. Let me remove this. So these back plates, so this is not only interchangeable with the colors, this back plate also entails the side of the phone as well. So it's not just like you're just changing the back. No, you're changing everything except the front part of the screen. So it's not just like you're going to have a, like for me, if they send me the mint green one, I'm not going to have a mint green color around the sides and then I change his back plate to an orange. No, it's the back and the sides. So you can change the complete look of this device. I believe they're $35 or $39. They sent me an info kit. $39, I think, per color. Now, that comes with a screw, because there are screws here, as you can tell. And there is a dial at the bottom right, which you can connect a lanyard to, but you have to unscrew it, obviously, to change the back plate, right? So check this out. In the United States, they're shipping which is kind of good and bad, but take it for what you will. It's $199. I don't want to see. I don't want to hear. I already saw people complaining. There is a downside. At least, look, I saw somebody complaining saying there's no NFC, but they were not in the United States. I looked at the spec sheet, and I'll have to confirm if it does or does not have NFC in the United States. The person that said that was not in the United States. If it doesn't, that would suck, but it is what it is. It's $199, right? In the United States, they're shipping this with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. Now, it does have virtual RAM. I believe the expansion is up to 2 or 4 gigs of virtual RAM. So technically, after you add 2 to 4 gigs of RAM, it can bump up to 10 gigs of RAM and or 12 gigs of RAM. However, they're only shipping it with 128 gigs of storage in the US. In Malaysia and some other parts of the world, but specifically Malaysia, and I believe in the UK, it's coming with 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. It is what it is. Again, they have reasons for that. I have no idea. They've done their market research. They have reasons for why they do that. But again, it's $199. I don't want to hear any complaints. This is a steal. All right. So there you go. Now we've all gone over the specs. It's got a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display, 120 hertz, LTPO 1.0. Badass, right? I don't know how they are making money on this. The profit margins have to be razor thin. Again, I don't know how they're making money on this, selling it at $199, but that's not your problem or my problem. That's their problem. And it's a good thing for us, right? So let me continue to go down the list of pictures here. There you get the CMF Phone 1, the watch, which we'll get into in a second, and the Buds 2 Pro. And of course, that's the Watch Pro 2. I don't know. What do we want to call it? Let's see here. So here's the phone, $35, right? $35 gets you, 35 and 25 and 25. So the stand is $25. You can connect a stand onto the back of that little dial on the bottom right. What does this say? Card case. So that little battery pack, or what I thought was a battery pack, is actually a wallet. So you can connect a wallet on the back of there. That's $25. The lanyard, $25. And the back plate and or what they call a case is $35, right? Now, Buds Pro 2 in the US, $59. Pretty good deal. It has ANC. We'll get into the specs when I get them shipped. I know limited information on them right now, but the ones that I had previously, I'm not going to cast any aspersions on this version, but the ones they sent me last year, they were not the Pro version. It was just the CMF Buds. And you could tell, look, they are plastic, right? You could tell they were not premium build like I'm sure the Nothing phone, like the Nothing Buds are. It's $60, and you get real pro features on these. I think the ones they sent me last year were like $30, so those are the cheap of the cheap. These are, I'm glad they're sending me these upgraded versions for sure. There is the CMF Watch Pro 2. I don't know what the hell they're calling it. Watch Pro. I got to get these names right before I do the review, but let's see here. What else we got? Phone 1, $199. Can you believe that? Yeah, that's 8 gigs, 128. That's with the black. Now, you know what's cool is it's shipping with the Nothing OS 2.6. So it's actually the upgraded version, because on these Nothing phones, I think I'm running Nothing OS 2.5.5. Let's see. 2.5.6 Nothing OS on the phone 2 and phone 2A. So this CMF phone 1 is going to ship with the very latest operating system, Nothing OS 2.6. CMF does not have its own branded software yet, but trust me, if you have not used a Nothing phone and you're gonna buy one of these, you're going to love this thing. The developers at Nothing have just literally worked magic on these devices, and it feels like it's got a flagship. Now, I'm not talking about gaming, right? Again, I don't game. I haven't played games since I was a child, but everyday usage, I'm a heavy multitasker, heavy user. These phones are able to keep up with whatever I do. So these Nothing developers have put together a absolute wonderful operating system here. Let's see. So here's what you get. You get a pair of 50 megapixels on the CMF phone 1. You get a pair of 50 megapixel sensors on the back. You got a 16 megapixel front selfie shooter. Again, Nothing OS. 5,000 milliamp per hour battery. Now, 6.67 inch, roughly 6.7 inch. Same size screen as the phone 2 and phone 2A. Now, it says a micro SD card, so that was not announced in the launch. So actually, I'm seeing this for the first time. That's badass. Up to 2. So all the SD card lovers out there, if you want a phone, well, that makes it even better then, right? Because if it has 8 gigs of RAM, I can deal with that as long as it has RAM expansion. So I'll bump it up to 12 gigs of RAM and then throw an SD card in there, up to 2 terabytes of external storage or micro SD slot. That's badass. I just saw that and realized that right now. That's freaking awesome. So the 128 gigs is not such a bad thing. Now, check this out. What is powering this thing? Well, it is the MediaTek Dimensity 7300. This is get this, everybody out there that are Pixel users, this is built on TSMC. Yes, TSMC is the next generation CPU builder for the Pixel 10 moving forward. TSMC built 4 nanometer node, 16, what does it say, up to 16 gigs? Oh, wow. So it's going to have 8 gigs of RAM and 8 gigs of RAM expansion. Okay, so up to 16 gigs total. So built on a 4 nanometer node process, and an 8 core. So it's an octa-core CPU. Now, don't expect this to be up there with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3s. But I think it should be. Look, I think this should be just fine for this is a budget phone. But it's going to outperform the other budget phones in its class. I can essentially guarantee you that. I have a lot of confidence in them when it comes to that. In fact, I do have benchmark scores. Let's check these out. So, what is this? Antutu? So that's a respectable score, right? Dimensity 7300 5G. I'm assuming that's Antutu. 673,000. I think the latest phones go over 1 million now. So not too shabby. Again, you're going to hear me repeat this a lot. It's $199. It's pretty good. So it beat out the Snapdragon 872G. It beat out the older Dimensity 7050. It beats out the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, which was put into other budget phones last year. It beats out the Snapdragon 695, which was a budget CPU last year. So essentially what they're telling you, what does Snapdragon put on their budget phones now? It's the 6 Gen, I think. 6 Gen 1. Now they're on 6 Gen 2, I believe. Anyways, y'all know I don't really pay attention to budget phones, but this one has got me paying attention to budget phones. So that's why my knowledge is scarce on budget CPUs, because I don't ever check for them. But Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I mean, look, I guarantee you it will have you doing anything and everything you need. If you're a heavy gamer, then you might not, look, this phone might not saying it can't play games, right? But you may want to bump up to the Nothing Phone 2A. If you are a gamer, but you just don't have that much money to spend on a phone, or you just want a second phone, like I carry around mine for, but you still want a little bigger performance, you might want to bump up to the Nothing Phone 2A. But if you're looking just to get entry level into the Nothing ecosystem, you're going to want to get this phone, right? And it should play, I think you know what to expect when you get something like this when it comes to games, right? It'll play your games. It just won't play the super high-end mobile games. I mean, I'm sure it'll play them, but not at a high frame rate. But look, yeah, you know what to expect, right? So, I got that screenshot from the launch. So here's their watch. Let's get into the watch. This watch is cool. So their first gen was a Apple Watch 9 Ultra, essentially look-alike, right? It was the square, or excuse me, not square. It was the rectangle look. Looks just like an Apple Watch, the first generation. It has the orange bands. This time around, second time around, they're actually going with a round bezel. So it'll look like your Samsung watches. It'll look like your, what are the Tick watches? Like most other smartwatches, right? Like the OnePlus watch. So I liked that rectangle. Now, I'm not a smartwatch user that often. I just, it is what it is. But I actually gave mine away. I think Daniel won it on the last one. But this one is a 1.32 inch AMOLED display. Now, this design is cool because check this out. Just like the CMF Phone 1, you can change the look of it. So actually, it comes like essentially the bezel can be changed. So you can change the look, you can change the color. As you can tell on the top left photo there, you can change the look and feel of this watch to whatever style to match your phone, to match your outfit for the day, to match your Jordans you wear during the day. You can color match those. Now, this comes with proprietary software. So what does that mean? That means it does not run on Android Wear. But to be honest with you, I prefer that. Why? Because Android Wear wears down your battery so freaking much. So a typical Android watch will barely make it through a day, right? Plus or minus. You may have to charge it before you go to sleep, or you might barely make it into the next day, but it's roughly 1 day battery life. With this watch, you should be able to go, what do they rate it at? 11 days, and I think you can push it farther. I think with the CMF Watch 1, I think I got up to 2 weeks on one charge. Basically 13 to 14 days on one charge. There is no Android Wear watch that can even come close to that. I think the best battery life on an Android Wear watch is 2 days. That's why I prefer this proprietary software over Android Wear. So you're going to have a bunch of workouts. It's going to have an O2 set. It's going to have all the health stuff. It's going to offer everything a Galaxy, well, I don't know about that, but it's going to offer everything a typical Android Wear watch will offer, minus the Google services. But again, that's fine, because you got your phone for that. What the hell you need another Android device slapped to your wrist, right? So, but this will track health. You can Bluetooth calls, messages. Again, basically it does everything another Android Wear watch will do. So I don't think we got pricing on this, did we? Oh, you know what? The watch is like $60. So the earbuds 2, which we're about to look at, is like $58. The new watch, $58. The new phone, $199. Like you could essentially get the phone 1, the watch 2, the Buds Pro 2 out the door for basically like $300. I mean, that is insane. There's no other, and you're going to be in style. And these are not budget device. Like, these are very fast, very fluid devices, right? That's why I'm like kind of excited about this stuff, because there's no other company on the market that's doing this with a budget device. And so here are the Buds. Customized dial. So yes, they have the dial on the bottom of the phone. They have the dial on these buds. So you can actually double click this dial to answer a call. Or excuse me, I think it's you can click it. So if somebody's calling you on you and you got your earbuds in, it's connected to your phone, you can push this little dial on the case to answer a call. You can double click it to end a call. Now there you also have touch controls on your earbuds, but on the case they're making all this interactive, right? You can also switch between tracks by turning the dial left, turn in, and turning it right. Hi-fi sound powered by dual drivers, 43 hours of battery life with the case included. That is insane. 7 hours of battery life while they're in your ear on one charge. Up to 50 decibels of crystal clear clarity. You can tell it's high resolution certified clarity, LDAC certified. 6 high definition mics in these earbuds. I cannot wait to get these in. I think they're sending me the gray ones. Y'all know I love earbuds. I got to get used to these stems because Samsung is switching to stem style. So no more buds, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Stems it is, I guess. It's a whole new lifestyle for me because I'm going to have to switch to stems with these Samsung buds, but it is what it is, right? IP55 rated. ChatGPT integrated. Very nice. As you know, nothing has a deal with OpenAI and ChatGPT where they integrate ChatGPT into the operating system. They did not mention that with the phone 1, but it is running Nothing OS. So Nothing OS has baked in ChatGPT into the operating system. So I'm assuming it basically works alongside Google Assistant. It is running Android, right? So you have Google Assistant or ChatGPT voice enabled. So I'm glad to see that this is going to be enabled with the Phone 1 operating system. Spatial audio effect. What does it say? Dual device connection. Oh, sweet. So you can use this. Yeah, it's like the Samsung buds. You can pair it to my phone and to my laptop or my tablet, and they're interchangeable, seamless interaction between these devices, right? So the watch, God, that's a steal. 60, what is that? 69 or 59? 69. I'm getting old. $69. Where are you going to find an Android watch at $69? Again, I prefer this over an Android watch. Why you want to charge your watch every night? You should charge it once every week or 2 weeks like this watch. Pretty stylish. Actually, that black one looks pretty cool. What do y'all think? It doesn't have NFC? Okay, you're confirming that? Because I did not. No NFC. Well, you know what? Check this out. I don't use NFC. Watch. On all my phones, it's turned off. Look, so I'll pick up my daily drivers, the phones that go with me in my pocket everywhere. NFC. Check this out. You don't believe me? Watch. NFC turned off. Check this out. Where's my other phone that I go around with? Right. So watch this. NFC. Come on now. Whoops. Oh, that was on, but I just turned it off. But yeah, I don't use NFC. It just drains my battery. I don't use contactless pay. Actually, you know what I do? I do, but I use my card. You know the new debit cards, they have the little Wi-Fi logo on there. What's the difference between doing this with your phone and doing this with your wallet? Same thing. Now, why do I do that? For one thing, NFC does drain your battery faster. Not a lot, but every little bit matters, right? Plus, you got to put in your PIN anyways, right? And you got to either do a thumbprint or your pattern to activate it. So why do I want to pay with my phone with NFC and then do my pattern and then my PIN card and then my PIN number when I can just raise my wallet to the POS system and then type in my PIN number? So for me, it's actually one extra step paying with my phone. So I have my NFC turned off on all. Well, now it's turned off on all my devices, but my main phone, it's always turned off. So that, I know that varies per person, but for me, I don't care. Did I get anything else wrong? Those are Antutu scores. Yeah, that's what I thought. They look like it. I just picked up the CMF buds, the dark gray ones, for $29. Oh yeah. Oh, those dark gray. That's a good color too. Look, the orange is cool, but I don't know. Depending on who you are, the dark gray ones, very nice, very sleek. Those are the OG ones, right? Those that get very good audio quality, pair fast, battery life is long. I think those are the ones that I was testing that I lost, right? But I would definitely recommend those. You can't look in that category for $29. What are you gonna get? JLab. I mean, the audio quality sucks on JLab. Battery life, so. Let's get on Amazon. Let me see, because that's the very best buy for that price range. CMF buds will blow anything out of the water at that price range. Let's do earbuds and let's see what brands. I got $29 earbuds. Tozo, never. JBL, yeah. Soundcore. I would even. I've had Soundcore. I would even choose those CMF buds over Soundcore. Now those Soundcores are 34. Well, they got some for 19, but you get the idea. When I was testing those, I thought they were great. Now for what they were, right? You can't compare the sound quality and the battery life to Galaxy buds that are $100, right? You get what you pay for. But at that price range, it blows in anything else out of the water under like $40. So I think that's a phenomenal buy. And it pairs very, very well. Very fast pairing to Android devices. Yeah. I think that's a really good buy. Very good buy. Yeah. Yeah, I did. They didn't send me mine before the launch. Probably, hopefully next year when we get a little bigger, they'll send us some before the launch. Because how they do it is they'll send. These YouTubers have had these phones for probably 10 days. So they send them before the launch date. Now these YouTubers will test and make a video. They give them a week or two to test and make a video. And then as soon as the launch is over, they give the green light for these YouTubers to upload their videos. So look, I'm just fortunate they're sending me something, so I'm not really complaining, honestly. So, eventually someday we'll get there. Shit, I'm just trying to get Samsung to send me some more stuff. I haven't got any word on any foldables or anything. So, look, we're still a work in progress here at eSIM Studios, but beggars can't be choosers. So, shit, I'm happy I'm getting something. Let's see here. Let me go back. Let's see. What else do we got? We already went over the watch. Went over the buds. Watch 2 Pro, $69. Pretty freaking good deal. Went over the phone specs. Let's see. Oh, and guess what? Hang on one second. They sent me, I think they sent me an email this morning. I'm either getting them on the 12th or they're shipping them on the 12th. I can't remember, but that's here on what, Thursday or Friday. So we should get them pretty quick. I just bought a new laptop, which will be here tomorrow. I always do overnight shipping. I did not get a Snapdragon X Elite. Not right now, right? So I still am. But I'm waiting for some more driver updates and I'm watching subscribe to a couple YouTuber channels to make sure that these Snapdragon X Elites are good to go before I purchase one, because I do too much stuff to have it not work just right. I need something to edit videos, live stream. I can't have any hiccups or anything. I don't think these Snapdragon X Elite machines are quite ready for prime time, but they will be. All it needs is a couple updates. But I did get a HP Envy X360, top of the line, 14-inch. Powerful CPU, plenty of RAM, so that's going to be delivered tomorrow. I might do a review on that, I might not, but I might as well. But I did get that coming in. We'll get the CMF products coming in this week. What else? Let's go online real quick. Samsung, let's see, where is my, hang on. Now, I haven't added much to my website. I've been super busy all day, but let's go look and see if I'm missing anything else, because we just hit on the CMF news. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's open up Android Central, since I don't have any updated info on mine. Pixel Watch 3 will get UWB upgrade for Watch Unlock. Shit, I don't see much. Let's go into So when I get this, we're gonna do a good test, right? So when I get these in, I'm basically gonna test. I'm gonna compare it. I don't have any other budget phones to compare it to. So basically what I'm gonna do is we'll run it through the ringer on battery life, performance. I'm gonna load it up with a ton of apps. I'm gonna do a real life test where I'm going to open up all the apps, all the programs, Chrome tabs that I use in my daily life, and behind the scenes, see if I can get the phone to crash. I'm going to go outside in, how hot is it today? I'm going to go outside in damn near 100 degree weather, and see if I can get the device to overheat. I'm talking about the CMF phone, phone 1. I guess the only other phone I have to compare it to is the phone 2A, which is probably a good thing, because if you're looking for a budget phone, the Nothing Phone 2A and the CMF phone 1, in my opinion, is the only two phones you should be considering if funds or purchasing power is constrained. Basically, like if you're only looking to spend a couple $100 or maybe $300, something like that, on a second device, maybe these are the only two phones you should consider, in my opinion, because I can guarantee you right now that they will outperform any other cheap Samsung phone. Samsung's got way too much going on in their operating system to be fast and fluid. You need very light operating system, right? It's just like a car. If you have a car with a little motor, right, little 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder, but it's real heavy, right? Like it's full of steel, full of metal, and you got 3 people in the back, 2 people in the front. It's really, really weighed down. You got shit in the trunk. It's not gonna take off real fast, right? You floor it and it's just kind of chugging along. It takes a long time to get up to speed. That's what budget Samsung phones are like but the A series. Now with this Nothing Phone, with phone 2, with the CMF phone 1, it's like that same car, but you don't have anybody in the car, you don't have anything in the trunk, and you literally strip the body off of the car, and it's just you driving it with a light tank of gas, and it is super fast, super zippy. That's what it's like with this Nothing OS. No bloatware. These developers have very well engineered and developed this operating system. Again, you cannot tell the difference using the phone 2A between this and my Samsung phone, speed-wise, right? Again, not a gamer, but I'm talking multitasking. Keeping 20, 25 apps open in the background throughout the day without anything closing. I can open I can open an app in the morning and go all day with all sorts of apps open. And I can go back to that app mid-afternoon in the evening, and all the memory is still there for me to continue what I was doing on that app 12 hours later. No other phone does that at this price range, right? Only flagships typically do that. At any cheaper phone, you're going to see them close down those apps in the background to free up memory to basically help you with whatever you're doing at that moment on your phone, right? So I think this is a big deal. Who else is doing this? So that's why I'm a big Carl Pace supporter, fan, nothing fan, CMF fan. They are the definition of an industry disruptor. Hopefully they put together a good product. I'm sure they did. With how they've put it together and constructed these nothing phones, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a decent phone, like a good phone. Like, it's not going to fall apart. Now, if you don't screw on the back tight, the back will fall off at some point. So you got to make sure you nice and tight. Don't strip the screws now. Don't do it as tight as possible, but you want them nice and snug. But it's pretty cool. I don't think we've seen this in the industry. And I'm glad that they can introduce something like this to us, right? Very good thing. Dimensity 7300. All this time I thought the Dimensity 7300 was better than 7200 Pro, but it's not. Yeah, we're gonna test. All right, what is this? We're gonna test all this stuff. It's weird. I saw that too. I was looking at the specs earlier today. You would think the next generation of the 7000 series, the 7300, should be better than the 7200. But technically, on paper, it's not, right? Spec-wise. So, let's see here. Yeah, I that's what I mentioned. I think on our show maybe this week. I think I mentioned I was looking at the specs, or the leaked specs at that time, of the CPU of the phone, and I was like, oh sweet, it's got the next generation 7300, because the phone 2A has a 7200 Pro, and I was like, damn, this CMF phone 1's got the 7300. So I was like, holy shit, it's gonna be even better than the 2A, and it's gonna be even cheaper. That's what I was thinking. But it turns out we were wrong, or at least I was wrong. But look, it is what it is. I don't know. We'll get it in. We'll test it. We'll do benchmark testings all over again. Now, it's interesting they used Antutu, right? I want to see what Geekbench does, because Geekbench, I think that's a better test. Honestly, they give you single core scores. They give you multi-core scores. You can test GPU individually. You can test the CPU individually. You can run Vulkan tests on the GPU. So that's a little, and plus I'll probably do 3D Mark as well. Now we'll test the phone, the 2A and the new CMF phone 1, and put these CPUs to the test and really, really see where they stack up, right, with each other. Cannot wait to get them in. Hopefully it's this week. I have to go through my emails and see. They're either shipping it on the 12th or I get it on the 12th. So here in just a few days. But certainly a nice surprise. Now, I don't know if I want to spoil. Well, not spoil, but I'm working on not a sponsorship deal, but a set of video reviews for a big phone brand that I'm currently working on. I don't know if they're watching or not, but I don't want to jinx myself. But big phone brand reached out, and I'm in the middle of negotiations with them that I think y'all will be impressed with, or at least I was excited, but we'll see about that. What else we got for going on? Y'all want to do? We got a number of people in the chat. You want to do a giveaway? Does everybody in the chat have a Pixel, a Samsung, or I don't have any nothing cases. Y'all have either a Samsung or a Pixel, right? Everybody in the chat, you want to do a giveaway? We'll do a flash giveaway. How about that? I got some cases here I need to give away. Oh, I shipped your Plod Note thing for you this morning. Samsung. And then okay, let's do a giveaway. How about that? I got some Reiki cases. I need to give a. You got Pixel? I got Pixel. I got tons of Pixel cases. So whoever wins, I'll just send a couple of cases. And these are new cases. I reviewed them, but I used them, took them off, reviewed them, and I'll obviously clean them without rubbing alcohol and stuff. I'm not gonna rub off any. Trust me, I'll antibacterial clean it. They're not dirty. Trust me. These are brand new cases. Pixel and Samsung. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's go. And I'll throw in 2 cases. Today's a special day. So whatever. Let me see. I got Rinky and I got. Hang on. Let me go check. All right, I got Rinky and I have Nilkin. And that reminds me, we're gonna do CMF giveaway. So I don't know. I'm in the process of trying to figure out. I have to get the okay to give away a product that was given to me, right? So I don't know if they want these devices back or not. They're busy. They just launched a device, so I'm sure my rep will get back to me. But we'll give away some CMF product. I know. Well, I might have to buy something of my own money and give it away, but we'll do CMF. So whether it's a watch, the phone, or the buds like I did last year, we'll do a giveaway with that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get an announcement of that. And then yes, we'll do this. Whoever wins, I'll give 2 cases. I'll do either a Rinky and a Nilkin. Well, I'll figure it out. We'll throw in 2 cases. Whatever device you have, I got cases galore for Pixel, for Samsung, and yeah, I got a lot of cases. And iPhone. I have iPhone stuff too. I got Crave sent me a bunch of stuff. So even if you have an iPhone, okay. So hang on, let me see. I got iPhone 15 Pro and 14 Pro Max Crave cases. So I got you covered. Whoever wins, just reach out to me and we'll figure it out. But I'll send you 2 cases. So let's do this. Special day today. We're coming up on an hour anyway, so we'll get out of here. But let's do a giveaway to top this thing off. So let me open up my giveaway tool. Let's do hashtag case. Hashtag case. Hashtag CASE in the chat. Now, you have to enter on my eSIM Studios YouTube channel. So I'm streaming on multiple YouTube channels. I'm streaming on Twitter. I'm streaming on, I think I chose Instagram. I can't remember. So if you're watching on any other platform, go to YouTube, open up the YouTube app, type in the search bar, eSIM Studios. You'll see the live. Enter the live. Enter the chat, and then type in hashtag case, CASE, and I'll get my giveaway tool up and running here. I got y'all covered. I got cases to give away. I've been neglecting the case giveaways, but I got a lot to give away, so let's go. All right, that's not. Let's see. I'll give y'all a few minutes to come over if you're watching us somewhere else. Let's see. Trying to see if I have anything else. I have Samsung cases for the S24 Ultra, S24 Plus, S23 Ultra. Pixel 8, Pixel 8 Pro. I have cases for the Pixel 7. What else am I missing? iPhone 15 Pro, 14 Pro Max. Got y'all covered. Let's do this. The giveaway tool. Open this up here. Let me save this to my home screen. I changed browsers, that's why I don't have it ready. StreamYard giveaway tool. Open as window. And we'll probably run the CMF giveaways. Again, I gotta get permission, but we'll run the bigger giveaways probably on our web app at eSIMstudios.app, but with our little flash giveaways for cases and stuff, I'll do it right here. Okay, let's share this screen. No, I got you. I've paid for, bro. I've shipped. You can enter if you want. I'll ship it to you for free. I've shipped. I've had winners in Sweden. I've had winners in where else? Oh, India, Pakistan. I ship all over the world. I'll give it to you for free. I don't care. I'll pay for shipping. You will not have to pay 1 penny. Go ahead. If you win, I got you. No worries, brother. That's part of the deal. It's all on me. I'm giving back to y'all, the viewers, right? So, no, please enter. I encourage you to. I got you. I'll pay for shipping and everything. I'll give you another extra minute or so if you want to go ahead and enter. I know there's a few seconds of delay. Just getting all my cases together. I'll give you a few minutes. Please enter. I got you. I got 7-8 cases. Type in. Hey, do this. Type in the chat. Hashtag case with no nothing. Just the hash. Just like this. Brian, you're gonna need to redo yours because I don't think that'll work. It's gonna have to look like Daniel's right here. Make sure you just simply type hashtag case. Okay, perfect. Brian, if you're still listening, I'll give you another few there you go. You got it. Okay. Let's do this. Let me share my screen. Hashtag case. Is everybody ready? Okay, here we go. And I'll send whoever wins 2 cases, your choice, whatever I got, I'll let you know on the back end. Ship it to you free of charge. Ready? All right. See? Aren't you glad you entered? I got you, brother. Email me. My email address, all my contact info is on the bottom of every single video. So either at taylor@esimstudios.com, or you can DM me on Instagram or on X, on Twitter, eSIM Studios X on Twitter. So congratulations to you, sir. I got you. No worries. I got you, right? So that'll do it. I may or may not live stream later. Probably not. I'll just make this episode number 141. I got a bunch of crap I got to do, so doubt I can fit in it. Well, maybe. No, you never say never, but we'll see. I think this basically encapsulates the news for the day, but appreciate you joining us. Yeah, please email me or get a hold of me here on the back end, and I got you. No worries. So eSIM Studios podcast live stream, I guess, episode number 142. Appreciate you joining us. Everybody have a great afternoon. We will stay on top of all the news here. And join us tomorrow. Same time, same place. You never know. I may do another flash giveaway tomorrow. Peace out, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you.